Oh my goodness. Uh, First, start off, I would like to give honor to God because He's the head of my life. Can y'all hear me real well? Well, if you don't turn your hearing aids up, I'm so pleased to see what we still hanging on to. All of the ghost stories, all of the things that didn't happen in Selma, we're still hanging on to it. And I'm so honored to be a part of it. Through my journey through what Miss Katherine showed me, she told me something that I kind of got a little stuck with it because she told me, she said, Charlie, she said, when I die, I don't want to go to heaven and I don't want to go to hell neither. And right in that little spot, I kind of stopped and looked at her. I said, well, where do you want to go? And she said, I want to go to that place with some action at. So it took me a long time to figure this one out. But I know now what she means because I'm looking at the action now. Y'all are the action. Y'all keeping her alive through the stories, and you're keeping her alive through what you remember that she did for you. She did so much for me that if I tried to pay her, I'd have to pay her in pennies because I know I ain't got it in dollars. But she wanted you to have something that you could always remember her as being the ghost lady. And I think she captured that with just great honor. I think she gave you so much that we forgot how to even bow down in front of someone and say, thank you for giving me all of these things. And I know that she gave me so much. She gave me a story that I kind of looked at and I said, how do you know this? It was the crooked leg woman. And I'm going to tell you how this come about. But the crooked leg woman had 3 little old bad boys that they had tore up everything in the house, all but the front room. She did not allow them to come in the front room. But they would get up every morning. These was 2 little twins. And they would wake each other up, just ancient to wrestle with each other. Just ancient to wrestle with each other. And she said, don't bother them. Said, they're all right. Said, they're going to run each other into the wall and bump their heads and stuff. But the crooked leg woman come about that she was a wonderful dancer. She went out and danced a lot at the Juke Johnson. And she'd get drunk one half the time. So one time she went out and she got to drinking and she fell off the porch and broke her hip. And she was too drunk to go to the doctor. So they brought her home and put her in bed, said when she sober up, she'll be fine. But she wasn't. So when she got up and tried to walk, the leg had got crooked. So she couldn't go out dancing. So in her yard, she incorporated a big old pot to cook fish in. She put a wooden bench outside, and everybody would come around in the neighborhood or walk up there and cook fish or drink whiskey or whatever they want to. But she had a big old chair out on the front porch, and even with the music playing, she would get up and give you a little jiggle with that crooked leg. So this was the crooked leg woman. And I told her, I said, my goodness, what did she do when she got ready to go in the house? She said, oh, them 2 little boys told her in the house. But she would give you that little jiggle. And I kind of dug that. I mean, I'm like, wow, that's just something to think about, dancing with a crooked leg woman. Now, I don't know which one of the legs it was. I don't know was it the left leg or the right leg. But she could give you a little jiggle dance. And then if you got a little rough in her yard, them 2 little boys would come outside and they would escort you outside her perimeter of her property. And they wouldn't go be nice to you neither because they like wrestling anyway. So I told her, I said, thank you for giving me that. She said, oh, Charlie, that's just a small amount of things. So I learned from her that she wanted to give you her heart. And she did that with nothing but just great honor.